absolute value, homework, all of it today. We do? Oh, it's an I thing. Oh, got it. Okay, so I can continue teaching. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Love that. Just trying to do my job over here. All right. 10, 15, 24, and we're going to do absolute value problems. Problems, because we're full of problems. Uh-oh, what's going on?
Absolute value problem.
All right, let's do...
Why? What do you mean issues? Is he like terminally sick?
No.
No?
All right.
Just a little sick?
Little sick. All right, here we go. Thank you for your patience. Okay, the absolute value of -5. That's what we did yesterday. What's the absolute value of -5? 5. Good. Absolute value of 2. 2. Good. What if I have the negative outside?
It's a negative.
So here are the negatives outside, so -7. Okay, so this was yesterday, right? Okay, this was yesterday. All right, cool. Now we're going to do some problems. Some actual absolute value problems. You get to see absolute value again in high school.
Yeah.
And it does become harder than when I teach.
So more variations, or is it
Yeah.
like,
And then you get to like graph it, which is interesting.
what do you mean?
I know. I don't know.
Like in high school or right now?
So if the negative is inside the lines, then it's going to be a positive, and if it's outside, it's going to be a negative.
Correct. Because absolute value is the distance. So on your homework, I asked you, like, what's the distance between 0 and 7? So here, these bars, what's the distance between 0 and -5? 5. Even though I'm going backwards, it's still a positive number because it's a distance. Okay, here we go. So we have these integers in absolute value, and we have an addition sign. So you see how it's individual numbers inside the absolute value? So what you do is you do the math. What's the absolute value of -5? So this is 5 plus, what's the absolute value of 6? 6. So now you do the math. What's 5 plus 6? 11. So the first thing I do is I solve the absolute value problem. What's the absolute value of -5? 5. What's the absolute value of 6? 6. And then you add. You don't add them before. I don't get 1 here. Okay? Because if it was this, no bars, no absolute value, my answer would be 1, right? But because they're in absolute value, we do the absolute value first. Kind of like order of operations. What do you do first? Parentheses. What do you do first here? Absolute value. Okay? So, -10 minus, ooh, I like this problem.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm the one who created it. I guess I should.
Wait, do we have to change
don't.
the adding?
Yes. But what's the first thing you do?
Keep changing.
No. Absolute value first.
Oh.
So the first thing you do is absolute value. What's the absolute value of -10?
10.
10 minus, because you need an operation.
Okay.
So it's a minus. Absolute value of 15? 15. Now, this just no bueno. No bueno. Now keep change opposite. Keep change opposite. And now we get
15. Wait, I'm confused. Yeah, okay. -5 now.
yeah, I wrote 5 instead of 15, but I caught it. I caught it with your answers. I'm like, how did they get -5? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to write the 15. All right, are we okay? So, sometimes when you're doing absolute value, you still end up with a negative because of the operation, because you're forced to change it, okay? Some kids think like, oh, it has to be positive. Why? Because absolute value. It's like, no, you got rid of the absolute values up here. They're done. Absolute value is like a problem. It's like an operation. It's like adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing. All right. I don't know if you guys can do this.
What?
No, it might be too hard. I don't know.
That's a cool.
This is Miss O'Malley. So, the absolute value of -25 divided by 5. So, what's the first thing you have to do?
Find the absolute value.
Find the absolute value. Very good, Eldon. So, what's the absolute value of negative 25? 25 divided by absolute value of 5? 5. And then you do the simple division. 5.
That was literally like harder than counting to 5.
Wow.
Okay, uno más, uno más.
Oh, that's not much escala.
So, absolute value of 12. What's the distance between 0 and 12?
12.
12. The dot means multiplication. What's the absolute value of negative 3? 3. So, what's 12 times 3?
36.
36, and we're done. Something I forgot to go over, but hopefully you know. What's the absolute value of negative 3 over 4? Good. What's the absolute value of 0.75? Just 0.75, no negative. So absolute value can have fractions. Absolute value can have decimals. It's still the same. Any questions on this? Okay, so we're going to do the second most easiest problem worksheet in the world. Okay, we're only doing the front right now. I have to teach you how to do the back. Don't look at the back.
Too late. What? I didn't do anything.
No self-control.
What?
Okay. So, we're going to do the problem. So it would be absolute value of negative 7 is just 7 minus absolute value of 3 is 3. Do we have to change this one? No, it's just 7 minus 3. You can do it with your fingers. So what's 7 minus 3? 4. So we're going to put the answer in the box so it's easier for me to correct your work when time comes. So absolute value of 12 is 12 plus absolute value of 8 is 8. What's 12 plus 8? 20. This one, think about it. So Sam, when we go here, you go, can I do it with my fingers? 7 minus 3. I can. I don't have to rewrite it. But when you're like 2 minus 100, you're like, I only have 2 fingers. I can't subtract 100. Negative 98?
2 plus 100?
Okay. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
102.
Number 8. Yeah, 10 minus 2 is just 8. If you rewrite it to add the opposite, you should get 10 plus negative 2. If and when you want to rewrite it, it would still be 10 plus negative 2, which still gives you 8. These, because the subtraction is like nice second grade, third grade subtraction, you don't have to rewrite it. You don't have to. All right, let's just do some spot check. What's the answer for 13?
Ow. Ow.
50.
30.
Wait.
30.
30, never mind, sorry.
What's your answer for 18?
7.
Okay, what's your answer for 6?
5.
What's your answer for 19?
35.
What's the answer for the last one?
2.
Okay. Are we okay?
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Yay, the other side.
Okay, we're not doing the other side
Damn
on
it.
so far. Hold on.
Dang it.
Okay, hold on. Relax. Okay, let me teach it so I am okay. Let's officially learn how to do this,
Yay.
and then we can do the back. But,
Oh yeah, I forgot to give you that.
Keel, I don't want to see you doing the back.
Thank you.
I don't want you to see. Okay. So open up your notebook. Open up the notebook. The next page over, or that same page. All right. All right. So now we're gonna do like level 2. Level 2. So what I just taught you was level 1. Now we're gonna do level 2. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna split up my paper in half. So what if I give you negative 6 plus absolute value of 7? So the absolute value of negative 6 plus the absolute value of 7 compared to negative 6 plus 7 all in the bars. All in the bars. Are we going to have the same answer?
Is that negative 7 or 7?
It's 7.
Oh,
Okay, we are not going to have the same answers. Okay, we are not going to have the same answers. Yes. No. So I just taught you how to do this. This is level 1. So what do I do here? We drop them down. So it has one number inside the bars. So we just do the math. Do the math. What's the absolute value of negative 6? 6 plus absolute value of 7. 7. 6 plus 7. 13. We're done. Okay? This is what you just practiced, right? Dropping them individually. Now, this one looks different, and you will get a different answer. Because they're all in one set of bars, kind of like one parenthesis, Sam, we're going to do the problem, Bruce, here, without doing the absolute value yet. So we do the problem, like parentheses. Do the problem inside. What's negative 6 plus 7?
1.
Yes, 1. Now, what's the absolute value of 1?
1.
Your answer is 1. Okay? So, 5. Here, you drop them down because they're individual. Here, because it's a math problem inside, you do the math problem first and then take it out of the bars. All right, let me show you this one. Absolute value of negative 10 plus the absolute value of 3. Individual bars, Sam, individual bars. Then what if I put them all in one set of bars? Will I get the same answer? No. I mean, sometimes you do, but it's very rare. Mostly they will not be the same answer. Okay, drop them down. What's the absolute value of negative 10? 10. Plus absolute value of 3? 3. So you have 10 plus 3.
13.
Okay, so let me write that down. 10 plus 3, 13, I'm done, right? Here, I'm going to do this math problem because it's in one set. What is negative 10 plus 3? Negative 7. Now, have you taken the absolute value yet?
Yes.
Oh, really? You have? Where? Don't they?
No, not yet.
Don't they?
10 to 7.
Nope. So you still have the bars, and then you take it out. What's the absolute value of negative 7? 7. Your answer is 7. So do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Okay. So individual, drop them down. In a group, do the math, then drop it down. You can only take the absolute value when you have one number. If there's two numbers, if there's an operation, you got to do that first, okay? Mistakes kids do is they'll try to do this over here. Another mistake kids do is they'll get this answer and then they'll put it back into the bars. Like they'll go from here to here. And I'm like, no, why'd you put it back in the bars? It's like, well, it's an absolute value. This is technically a math problem. So if you tell me that your answer is the absolute value of 7, you're not done. You created another problem for yourself. Who wants to do that? Anybody? Anybody? Tax fraud. All right, let's do a subtraction because you guys love subtraction. Okay, one more problem and then you guys can turn the page for the first time in your life over.
I only saw it because I looked at the wrong page.
Terrible. Did your eyes burn?
No, Darwin.
Yeah, I like it when the iceberg says it can't already check
Your eyes are burning.
Yeah, it's burning.
Yes, we don't do it like 6th grade. Like stay with, yeah, just, you fill in your pages. I read huge. Should you get the same answer?
No.
You will not. Wait, what's the absolute value of -6?
No.
Snap back into it.
Like 2 months ago.
Okay, we're focusing. What's the absolute value of -6? 6 minus absolute value of 2? 2. What's 6 minus 2?
4.
4. Do I have to rewrite this?
No.
Because it's just 6 minus 2. But over here, when I do the math problem, I can't.
Keep change opposite.
This I have to keep change opposite. As soon as you start with a -6 and a minus, you're like, I don't have -6 fingers. I have to rewrite it. So in the bars, -6 plus -2 makes me happy. What's -6 plus -2? -8 in the bars. Because you haven't asked yourself, yes, what is the absolute value of -8? 8. So here my answer is 8. Really different, right? So on your homework tonight, you're going to get these problems on your homework. Not these. Maybe tomorrow. These are on your homework tonight. Okay, now for the first time ever, turn the paper over. These are not that bad. Now they're not that bad actually. There's the harder one I gotta give you maybe tomorrow.
What?
Oh my
Just
god.
do it now and skip it tomorrow.
I didn't make copies. It's not.
Is it like, are we gonna have to learn another thing to do that thing tomorrow, or is
It's just kind of taking this into the next level of more negatives hidden.
so
These, there's not a lot of negatives, if any. I think these are all pretty nice numbers without negatives. Tomorrow, I have to give you more problems with more negatives. But this looks pretty nice. Not gonna lie. Let's see. You guys do number 1 before I do. Okay, so 4 plus 2 is 6 in the bars. Give me 6 minus 4. What's 6 minus 4? 2. Alright, pretty simple. I'm going to do number 4 because it's in the camera. 9 plus 3 is 12 in the bars. Take it out. We have 12 plus 8 plus 3 is 11, right? In the bars. Take it out. 11. 12 plus 11 is 23. All right. Those are 2 problems with work that I just showed you.
with work. Okay. I gotta write it back.
Hi, I'm Miss Lamelli, and I like to grade the work.
How do you write it all?